Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 4Jasper TV. You vibing with that boy Neff live in effect, Saka Feta. We are here at the South Florida Fairgrounds, a 9th annual Haitian American Festival, and I have none other than the beautiful, talented, skillful, wonderful, melanin, queen, whatever verb and adjectives you want to put out there. Listen, it's only right that I introduce you to the none other than Felicia Ross. How you doing, my love?
Well, thank you for that intro. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Now, you just got off the stage. How you feeling tonight?
Fabulous. Any chance we get to share with the artist and share with the performers and share with the fans, it's a blessed time.
It is a blessed time. Now, Felicia Ross, I've been following your music for a very long time. I'm talking about ever since you made that, collab with Jacure.
Wow. That's 15. I'm dating myself. That's 15 years old, that. Wow.
For real. Now, Felicia Ross, one of my biggest questions I always wanted to ask you is that how did it come about that you were able to do a collaboration with none other than Bob Marley's son, Kimani Marley Kimbila?
Well, that collaboration was quite natural. We actually met at a show. And he hadn't heard of my music before, even though a lot of the people in his band, and I'd worked with Jacure before. I have songs in the Caribbean canon on their side. But we were at a show, and he saw me perform. And when he saw me perform, he was like, nah, you were popping. I don't know you, but I love what you do. Let's work. So I was like, what's up? Let's work. So right after that, we got in the studio, just him and I. And we sat down, and it was right after we had seen all that horrific stuff happening at the border, when they were whipping the migrants from Haiti, and we were talking in the studio and just were pissed off about what was happening. We just wrote that record right then and there. So it was quite fluid, it was quite easy. He's a beautiful man, an amazing artist, a special person, and I'm really glad to know him and collaborate with him. So big up Kimani.
Praise God. Now, here's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand. The Jamaican community has a lot of influence in the Haitian community,
So and us too in theirs.
Yes.
Us in theirs as well.
And it's amazing to see that, the Haitians and Jamaicans to collaborate, and for you to do that. And I ain't gonna lie to you, when I saw that Soup Jumu in the video, I'm like, Felicia Ross, what we doing here? You dig what I'm saying? Because that right there, made a lot of impact. So my thing is just like, what's the message that you're trying to get out there to the people?
Exactly what you just said. I appreciate you noticing some of those small symbolisms that we tried to put in there. First of all, the record was about our history. If you listen to the words that I'm saying, like my verse was about the current state of the country. Ya vole gasoline gudu gudu ap kaze kayo, kidnapping timoun pa kal l'ekol no. Haiti merite plus, nou ka di sa fort. That's my verse. I'm talking about realite jodian. And then Kimani really speaks about the history. Babylon get a little spell. Revolution in the Citadel. He stands with the one that first rebelled. He's talking about our history. So we want to teach people about our history. We want them to know that we're unified as a Caribbean community and teach them through the music. And that's really what art is supposed to be about. Symbolism, deep foundations, history. And so that it's not just listening. You're learning. It's an impactful, whether you know it or not, it's an osmosis of a lot of things. So I was really hoping, especially putting that record out, to support Haitian education. All the funds that go from the streaming and the sales of that song are going to go to the Haitian Education and Leadership Program in Haiti, which cranks out the most brilliant scholars in our country. Really, they're like the HELP organization in Haiti. You really got to look them up. They are the brightest students. They go to every student, every high school in Haiti and recruit the brightest students. So I think there's about 300 schools in Haiti, and they can only take in about 30 students. But they go to each and every school. So that means that there's the potential to be represented from every school in the country. So it's really deeper than people would even know. So thank you for asking about that, because that was meaningful to us to do that.
Praise God, praise God. See, I noticed that you like to highlight things that people don't see, because they like to talk about the things that's bad about Haiti, right? But what you're doing as an artist is that you want them to understand that, this is bigger than music. This is education, this is inspirational. So for the upcoming artists, the young ladies especially, who's looking up to you, what are some words that you could give them so that way when they enter in this realm, they know what they're looking at?
I would say stick to your own moral compass. stand for what you care to stand for. Stick by that. Make your words meaningful, make your art meaningful, make your songs meaningful, make your presence meaningful. Be the impact which you wish to see. Stand by your decisions, whatever those may be, of any sort. I don't discriminate to any decisions any woman chooses to make. Stand by them as long as you feel good about it. And have fun. Be beautiful. Be yourself. And love it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Felicia Ross in the flesh, keeping it real, you know, representing for Full Joshua TV, WPBR. And I must say, Queen, continue doing what you're doing, because at the end of the day, I feel like lyrics is what's the most important thing on a record. The beat is nice, production is nice, but it's the words. Because if I can't recite a hook without, you know, saying the words, you know what I mean? So I appreciate what you're doing. Any final words to the people?
Be loved, love you, continue to love each other, be safe, be well, and thank you for all the love you've given me through all these years. Thank you for all the love for all the years. And Kembila continue comme ça, chérie. Nous obligés.
Well, my God, you heard it first. For Joshua TV, and we out of here, man. Salary.